gonna walk you guys through my time-tested and true process, okay? So number 2, like what's working, time-tested, okay? And number 3, I'm gonna just show you guys like what I would do if I was in your shoes today, okay? Is there other ways of doing YouTube? There is. Is there other methods that people tell out there in the world? There is. I'm just gonna tell you what I see after coaching over 1,300 people, what I see gets people the highest odds of success. And if any of this is confusing, take your best notes. I will give you all the slides, okay? I will give you all the slides at the end of this. We don't give out replays. I will give you all the slides, and I'll also tell you how you can get on with my team to ask them all the questions you want about our process as well, okay? Deal? Sweet. I just wanted to like be crystal clear because I'm gonna like not gatekeep. I'm gonna show you guys everything. I know there's other ways of doing stuff. I'm cool with you guys asking questions, but I want to make sure that you guys understand it's like, okay, I'm going to show you guys like what's up, like what we do to make this money. Okay. So first thing you want to do is when I started coaching people and when I started helping people out, I developed this process, this, I guess, kind of proprietary like process that allows people to really pick a solid niche. So first of all, you want to make sure you're interested in it. You want to make sure you're interested in the video. Okay. Or the topic, not in the sense of like you need to be passionate about it. Like this channel I'm going to show you guys here today as like a case study or an example. We talk about geography. I don't care at all about geography, you know, like it's interesting, but I'm not like somebody who's passionate about it. And so when I say you're interested in it, it's like, how many of you would be interested in geography if you're making $50,000 a month off geography? Would you be interested in geography? Yeah, I am, for that only sole reason. Okay. Next thing is you want to make sure it's monetizable. Okay, there's tools that you guys can use on YouTube, and I'll show you guys real quick. So any channel that you guys ever find, there's this really cool process that you can do. So let me find, for example, let me find a channel that I want to use for the example of this video. Okay, right here, Veritasium. All right. Anytime that you find any YouTube, pause this video. Okay, anytime you guys find a channel, you guys can just go ahead and look up the channel right here. Okay, cool. You can just copy the @ it's this little like thing that's right below it. You can open up a tool like this. I will show it to you guys. Viewstats.com, and I will drop the name of this in the chat. Okay. And you guys can look up roughly how much money they're making. Cool. So you just plug in that. Oops. Let me go back to YouTube. Copy this. All right. Cool. You put in any of the @ into YouTube, and you can pull the channel up. And let's find out how much money they're making. So according to this channel is roughly making $226,000 a month. Which realistically, especially with brand deals as well, they're probably doing like $600,000 a month or so, $400,000 to $600,000 a month. But you can see about how much money on average these channels are making. It says in last year, about $4.5 million. So you can always double check it. Sometimes it's a little bit off. I'll just take something like this, 400, okay, times 6. So I just took like, oh, 6, 7. Boom. Let's see. So this channel is roughly making, $400,000. $4 million. I'm missing a 0. Cool. This channel is making roughly about $4 million. Cool. So yeah, this tool is like fairly accurate for the most part of like seeing like how much money they're making. I'll look at my channel. You guys can see real quick across the globe. Boom. It's going to say that we're making $22,000 a month in the last 28 days versus you guys can see in the last 28 days, we made about $46,000. So sometimes it's more accurate. Sometimes it's less accurate. Okay. Cool. Sweet. So you want to make sure that they're making at least $10,000 a month, ideally. Okay. I'll pull up another channel. Like this channel's making $147,000 a month. Cool. All right. The next thing you want to do is make sure that the 400 grand a month, not a year, a month. Cool. So then you want to make sure that the videos are feasible to make. Okay. So you want to stay away from any sort of fancy, crazy production. And instead, you want to do something that's more like slideshow based. I'm going to show you guys a channel last year that was doing 6 figures a month. This channel is no longer in, they are back in production now, actually. But I will show you guys this channel was able to hit 6 figures a month, 100 grand in its first month of doing the production. Here you go. This is what it looks like. Okay. This is what you guys want to do for the production of your videos. Watch this. I know you guys can't hear the sound, but you guys can see the production of the videos. Okay. Watch this. This is what you need to look for. So you'll notice it's this AI voiceover they use, and I'm not always recommending AI voiceovers necessarily, but they show this image on screen for 5 minutes at a time. Every 5 minutes, they change the image. So it's literally just image slideshow with a voiceover. This channel generated $100,000 a month. These videos like a toddler can make, okay? You want to do really simple production where it's literally just rotating through images, okay? And you want to keep it really simple, all right? So you want to make sure the videos are feasible for you to make. Yeah, exactly. This is an 8th grader PowerPoint, exactly. You want it really simple in production. When I say the word feasible, that's what I mean. I always try to keep production budget under about $150 a video when I'm getting started. And most of you guys can probably start a channel for a lot less than that a video, okay? So the next thing is you want to make sure it's something that's evergreen. All right, and when you have this down, you find yourself your own little corner of making you money consistently every single month. And I'll go through it real quick. You want to make sure you're interested in it. You want to make sure the channels are making at least $10,000 a month within 6 months. You want to make sure the videos are feasible for you to make, at least under $150 a video. And you want to make sure the videos are evergreen for people to watch, okay? So I'm going to skip the questions. If you guys have any questions, write them down. We will be doing a Q&A at the end of this training, okay? So secret number 2. All right. Now that you guys have picked your niche, okay, is this. All right. You want to use what is known as the virality formula. This is what I came up with. Is that most people, they think that going viral on YouTube is luck. They think they have to be lucky to go viral. In reality, you know, like a channel like this, you know, it's like, let's say you're like, oh, wow, $46,000 a month. You're probably really lucky, right? Well, as you can see, it's like this channel has been constantly growing for over the past year. And if you look over like the lifetime of this channel, we've done like $600,000. There's a system you start to develop over time that just makes making money insanely predictable, okay, when it comes to running YouTube channels. Like we just hit a $3,000 day just like a couple of days ago. Right here, you can see we did like on May 23rd, we did $3,000 in a day. And it's because we developed a formula for going viral over and over and over again for this channel. And you realize that all of YouTube and the people that are all making really solid money on YouTube, we're not really that creative, okay? And a lot of people think you have to be creative, but instead, it's just following a proven process, okay? And because YouTube is a greedy company, they want to make a ton of money. It's in their best interest to show the best videos they can to make more money, all right? So if you can make a video people want to watch, you will go viral, okay? And this is how they calculate that virality ultimately, is they take your CTR and multiply it by the AVD, and that will equal your virality score, okay? So what does this stand for? CTR stands for click-through rate, and AVD stands for average view duration, okay? All algorithms work fundamentally this way. Instagram, they do it by like skip rate and save rate. TikTok has something similar. X, it's like how much they read your posts and what their engagement is like. Every algorithm has some sort of formula to dictate whether or not a post will be viral or shareable or worth showing to people. So if you can just maximize these statistics, you will go more viral. So CTR is like basically the percentage of people that click on a video. AVD is the minutes watched on average of every video. So ultimately, how do you get the CTR up? Well, you make a good title and thumbnail. Okay, I'll show you guys that in a second. And what makes people watch the video for longer is having good content, but more importantly, having a good hook. I used to think that like you had to have insanely good content to go viral on YouTube. But over time, I learned you could have really bad video, but if the hook is really good, you're better having a good hook than good content. It's crazy, but I'll show it to you guys, okay? I'll prove it to you guys. So here's this in practice, okay? So for example, this video right here, it got an 8% CTR. You can see right here, I'll draw right here. Where's the pen? All right, you can see right here, it generated a 7.8% CTR, okay? And then it got an 8-minute and 39-second AVD, okay? So how do I get rid of my terminal pen? How do I erase this? Erase all. Okay, and so that's important because watch this, okay? So that same exact video, if you go over here to my most viewed videos in the past year, something really interesting happened with that video, okay? You'll notice it's my second most viewed video on the channel now. That video was good enough for it to now get 1.4 million views, okay? So at first it got like, 10, 20,000 views. It did decent. And then it went absolutely berserk, got 500,000 views. It did decent for a little bit. And then it got like another like 400,000 views randomly one day. And then so that one video right here generated $9,000, okay? A couple of factors parlayed into that. For one, the CTR and the AVD was pretty good. But also two, we jumped on a trending subject, which was talking about Venezuela. Coincidentally, that year, what's his name? President Maduro from Venezuela ended up getting captured by the US. We invaded Venezuela and captured the president. cool. And this video was able to go pretty mega viral because it rode that trend, and it also had a good enough CTR and AVD. All right. So how do we come up with clickable viral video ideas? How do you take advantage of trends, and how do you just consistently make viral videos over and over and over again? Well, did you guys ever do those Mad Libs as a kid? Where, let's see if I can pull one up. Okay. You guys ever do these where you do these like little Mad Libs where you like fill in the blank, you know, a day with mom. Okay. And they get really inappropriate sometimes. I know, like this. It's like, on Mother's Day, I woke up early and made mom a blank breakfast and food and food. Then we went to the park. You see this whole idea? I know you guys have all done this before, right? You guys are pretty smart. So that's exactly what we do when it comes to YouTube videos, right? So for example, I saw this video on my feed one day. It was like creepy things that were considered normal 100 years ago. And most people would be like, oh yeah, that's a cool video, right? But here's the thing, is I saw this and I was like, this channel